one that he certainly deserves. He had one of the better years that I've been a part of as a coach, with his consistency, especially on the offensive end. His teammates really did a good job of understanding, what Doug's strengths were, and were able to get him the basketball in places where he can be successful.
For him to be the first sophomore to be named, how proud you are?
Very proud. And it's something that'll probably mean more to our family somewhere down the road. Right now we're in the middle of some important stuff. But obviously we're very proud of Doug, and any time that you can do something that's never been done before, certainly that's something that's pretty cool.
How about defensive player of the year? He doesn't get much love during the year, but this is a nice little.
I think he gets plenty of love from within our program. We understand how important he is in everything that we do. He's the anchor of our defense, and he's basically played everybody that he's gone against one-on-one in the entire year, and you can't say that about anybody else on our team. There's a lot of help provided to some of those people that we have to guard night in and night out, but Gregory is the one guy we haven't given an out to all year long. He's been able to anchor that defense, and it's good that people recognize what I already knew. He's a heck of a one-on-one defensive player.
Can you talk about the bracket, the way it's set up last week, where we didn't know what was going to happen, and how did it turn out?
I don't think there's a lot of difference, obviously, in the record would indicate that 3 through 8. The difference between Evansville and Indiana State. Indiana State beat Evansville twice. Indiana State's the 8 seed, and Evansville's the 3 seed. You got a team in Drake that tied for 3rd, and had they not lost Ben Simons for 4 games, probably would have been in 3rd place by themselves. Instead, now they're the 7th seed, and someone that we can see in our opening game. So I think there's a lot of balance amongst those teams. Obviously, we had 2 close games with Northern Iowa, we had 2 close games with Missouri State, we had 2 close games with Evansville. So right on down the line, the games have been pretty competitive.
Would it shock you to see this league get 3 bids and somebody get both of us and winning this thing that probably isn't supposed to?
I think any of those teams I mentioned that are all bunched up in the middle are capable of making a run in this tournament if they get hot. There's good enough players on those teams. They're very well coached. And they've been competitive against us in Wichita really the entire year. So I think anything can happen. Without question, the way Wichita has entered the tournament, they're playing as well as anybody in the league, and maybe as well as anybody in the country right now. And somebody's going to have to slow that train down sometime.
Antoine mentioned that he wants Wichita. You said it, that it'd be great if you guys met in the final. You got to get there first. Is there a danger of looking ahead like that?
I don't think so. We'll take this one day at a time. And, we aren't going to know who we play till late on Thursday night. So a lot of our preparation will be working on ourselves and making sure we clean up a few things on both ends of the floor. Fundamental things, timing things that we'll have an opportunity to work on because we don't know exactly who we're going to play. So, I'd love to have that opportunity on Sunday, but that means we will have won 2 more games, which puts us in a great position. But we're going to take this one day at a time and see what happens.
What does it take to win? You've been down there so many times. What does it take to win in St. Louis in 3 days?
I think as you look back at past champions, it always seems like the unexpected happens. Somebody on your team has an incredible game or an incredible weekend that maybe comes from nowhere. Because when you get to the point where you're playing teams a 3rd time, they're going to do a pretty good job of trying to take away your strengths. So there's going to be other things open, and you have to take advantage of those. I think we've used our bench enough that those guys are ready to play meaningful minutes for us. I think it's very difficult to go down over the thin roster and play 3 games in 3 days. So I'd like to think that we're built to do it.
You hear a lot of coaches say that you got to be lucky to win this thing a little bit too. You agree with that?
Absolutely. It takes the bounce of the ball. Once in a while you get an upset and you get a little bit easier game in round 2 than you thought you were going to get. I think our last 3 games prove it takes a little good fortune once in a while to be successful. But as I've said before, when you have a season like we've had, it's a really special season. Most times you're going to look back at seasons like that, you're going to pick 5 or 6 games that could have gone either way, and you found a way to win. And in seasons where you don't quite reach your expectations, you look back at 5 or 6 games where maybe you controlled most of the game and it got away from you. So we've had one of those seasons where we've had to bounce the ball on a few occasions, and we're very pleased to be where we're at.
As this coach, you just Antoine that.
Yeah, I am, and not because there's somebody on the first team who doesn't belong, but I think if you take Antoine Young off of our team, we're a very different basketball team. I think that's how sometimes these first team all-conference selections should be judged. Look past the numbers and take that guy off the team. Are they close to the same team? Without Antoine's leadership and what he's done, especially these last 2 weeks, there's no way we are where we are today. So Antoine knows how I feel about it, or I think he should be listed. But Antoine's very unselfish, and he'll get past it in a hurry.
And how did you hear it?
I actually found out right before. I really didn't know, so felt good though. It's a huge accomplishment for me, but obviously my mind's on St. Louis more now, so I can't really think about that too much.
You're the first sophomore ever to win this award. What does that mean?
It means a lot. Like I said, I don't really think about that stuff going into games or going into the season. It's just I knew our play all year, everything would take care of itself from there.
What about the team at Paul and Gregory getting some first team defensive player, Antoine, the second teamer, Grant? What does that say to the team? Because, like you said, success brings the individual stuff.
Yeah, it just shows the kind of work we put on in the offseason, how far we've come from last year. It's a big honor for Gregory to be the first player in Creighton history, defensive player of the year. So the coaches probably don't agree with that sometimes, but it's a big honor for Greg and for Grant and Antoine. It's really cool for all of us.
Possible for you to have a bigger target on your back now? Because, everybody...
Yeah, there's a chance. Like going to the Missouri Valley Conference play, I think we had a huge target on our back with being rated and beating some teams in the preseason. I think that'll just continue happening. We're really excited about it. It shows their success here.
What's it going to take for you guys to win this tournament this weekend?
We just got to go in there. We got to have some good practices. First off, we got to go in there with the mindset that we're going to win. I think we all believe in each other. I think our legs feel fresh. We got a couple days off here, so our confidence is back, and we're just fun.
Your dad says he wants Wichita in the finals. You agree with that? Is that what you're hoping for?
Yeah, absolutely. I wouldn't want it any other way.
Hey, Doug, last year you were the first freshman since the 50s to make the All-Valley first team in the first sophomore to be player of the year. Do you sense, within yourself that you took it up another level this year?
Yeah, I think I did, and it's stuff that I think of when I'm working in the offseason. So just trying to have a better year than I did the year before, and just something that's going to continue. So I just got to keep working hard, and hopefully good things will happen.
Where did you make the most improvement this year?
I added a little strength, and I think running the floor a lot better. I think my rebounding was about the same, but just being able to run the floor and being a little more patient out there, I think helped me out.
How much satisfaction did you take in just the fact that defenses were targeting you so much? You were such a marked man all season long, and then to be able to still put up the numbers you put up.
In the pre-conference games, teams didn't do it as much. I was able to get off to a good start, and that just really helped my confidence going into conference play. But once conference play started, I had that target on my back. But if they're going to put all that attention on me or Gregory inside, it just opened up so much room for our better players.
Doug, was this a season goal to be player of the year?
Yeah, it was. Going into the season, definitely one of my goals. Another one of my goals is win the conference. We fell a little short there, so and in St. Louis, we take care of that.
Any other
What are your
questions?
thoughts on Evansville, possibly playing Evansville, Missouri State in the second round between two teams that it's giving you some trouble this year? So the second round is going to be pretty tough test.
Yeah, we got to take care of obviously first round. Two decent teams there. Drake could have been the 3 seed, obviously, with the health of Ben Simons. He was hurt, or had the mono all year. So they're a good team, and Bradley is too. They're very capable. So we got to focus on them first. And then, Evansville and Missouri State are 2 teams. So we lost to Missouri State and we lost to both of them. So they're tough teams. But we just got to get one game at a time.
It is. I wasn't sure at first. I felt like I was blocking shots as well at the beginning. But so did I last year. Again, so I wasn't sure what people were looking to. And I know our defense struggled all the time, and I feel like I took a lot of blame for it. But now, it feels good. I'm glad I got it, and I'm glad the hard work paid off.
Where did you take blame But what'd you take blame for it?
What did I?
Yeah, why did you take blame?
Oh no, well, I mean, even though I got it, I'm pretty sure I could have done a lot of other things better. And it wasn't so much on the one-on-one defense. I thought I did pretty well on that, but it was also on the help defense. And you know, coaches got me a lot on that, and they still do. But I know it's for the better, and you know, so I got to work on that.
Hey, Gregory.
You can shut guys.
I mean, I like that a lot. I think I always got that, and I had it through high school. And I think that's one of the things that helped me kind of get going a little bit. We wasn't definitely, I mean, I could score a little bit. It wasn't my offensive skills. And that's just something I grew up with. I give a lot of credit to my dad. He's the first coach I had, so. And he always told me that. Every time I'm guarding somebody, I feel like that he can really support me. I mean, so obviously they're going to score sometimes, but I go out with that authority.
Talk about that difference player of the year. How deserving you see of that good man?
I mean, I thought that was, without a question, that was his. I mean, he had an unbelievable season so far. I mean, he unbelievable numbers. And I think he's handled it pretty well. I mean, the way he's so humble about it. And I think that speaks a lot about him as a person as well. So, I mean, I'm happy for him, and I hope he can keep on doing what he's doing and help us get far into this tournament, and hopefully we can make the next one too.
Do you think Antoine got busted up a little bit in the second team?
Oh, I just noticed that, yeah. I mean, he's done a great job this year too. I mean, he's definitely played like a senior. You know, every time we need him to make a big play, he did it. And yeah, absolutely. I think if I could do it, I think he'll definitely get first team. I mean, he played to get it, but I don't know how. Obviously, I'm not part of the committee. I don't know what they look into. But I'm pretty sure he'll keep on working, and I'm pretty sure I won't get to his head. I mean, I know a lot of people always go to like whoever scores the points, and it's fine. I mean, I'm used to it. I know that people actually know that defense is important, but they still don't, you know, like on the media side, it's not as, but it doesn't matter. I mean, it's just more like a pride thing, like a personal thing. And I always had it, and now I don't think that bothered me.
You played in the tournament last year, the MVC tournament last year. What did you learn from that last year? What did you apply to that this year? What are some of the tips you maybe picked up last year to come to this year?
Well, one thing that we all know is that tournament is anything can happen. I mean, nobody expected Indiana State getting that far, so, and I know people are talking about our side of the bracket. Some people think it's easier on the other side, but I mean, any team, you know, everything plays as well, and everything gives their best shot, so you can't relax. You just got to keep on working. We have 3 days. I'm not sure we're gonna play, but just work hard, and I mean, not like. I mean, everything is capable, so we just got to play everything like this. So we're playing this stuff.